What we just get through? What did I say about sex?
Said you wanted us to write it up to you about sex.
So I will know about sex?
So
So the maestro of using revolutionary sex will know about it? Oh, come on now, Stanley. What went before that? Ain't this abominable shits? Can you think of anything else I said about sex?
you also talked about sex by
I talked about what? Speak up, Stanley. Like you were bothering her for 5 hours, keeping her up with your bullshit last night.
that's that. You was telling us about sex, how you had to do it to save this cause, save our ass, and for 8.5 hours, 7.5 hours with different.
Don't test you, Stanley. I love you. I'll still die out there fighting if they come after you. I'll still be there, even though I'd jump on your ass. I'm trying to get you to grow. Why'd you remember the 8.5 hours of about the fuck, and that seems to be the most prominent thing in your mind? Why'd you remember the 8.5 hours? Why? If you're concerned about hours, you could remember the sun up and sundown. That's 12 hours. Why? Why did you remember the 8.5 hours? Just tell me honestly. I won't punish you. We're going to be too busy fighting our enemies, not to war amongst our friends. Why'd you remember the 8.5 hours? That's what you come up with. Why'd that stick in your mind?
I just remember.
You just remembered it. You are a socialist. You're supposed to know why you remember things, why you think the way you think. You're supposed to know everything you can know about yourself. When somebody comes by me that I don't know, I've never met, and they irritate me, I stop to analyze. Why don't I? Often I'll find they remind me of somebody I once knew. Oh, always. Always. Then you got to fight through that, because that's prejudice. You should know yourself better than that. To tell me you just thought, you just remembered. There's more than that. Why you remembered 8.5 hours? I'm sure there's more than that.
Is that? Well, I remember that, that much, 7.5 hours, because, for me to be, a 2-minute drive, 8 hours would probably be more I would be striving for.
Probably more than you're striving for.
You'd
have to be a maniac to strive for it unless you were trying to help a revolution.
That's true, Dad.
Amazing to me, son, that you can come out with that more than you'd be striving for. Obviously, at 2 minutes, you better not strive for 7.5, 8 hours. Which was not 8.5 hours, by the way. It was 7.5 to 8 hours on that session. I remember every painful minute of this shit. Why would you want to be striving for 8 hours? You think your dick could hold up for 8 hours? I can tell you it wouldn't. Nobody's does.
This is a statement that Dick just wrote about the meeting.
Well, that's the question. Whose idea? What ideas? This is a statement. Where's the beginning of the paper? Mm-hmm.
The only thing I think the most
that letter. We don't want to know. Then we hear. Some statement. Say some statement we heard, yes. Evidently, they must have passed them
Well, what has the quote on any other statement?
It would seem that any person with any... say here that, but even so, it would seem, however, it would seem that any person with any integrity, you know, that we here are not aware of, or even, who is supposed to need such a statement? You always trip yourself up in strategy. Now, I know this one, don't I? I went through this one. Another purpose to die, as we believe deeply in the celebration of life, in the reverence and respect for all life, our community here in Ghana, and what is it? In the reverence and respect for all life. I'll be careful how you read that. Our community here in community here in Ghana, where there's 6 major racial groups living in peace. Desire to build, this has been recognized, and by the way, many people who come to visit our project, teachers, workers, government officials, from all walks of life, in Ghana and USA. And other parts of the world, and other nations of the world, and many other nations. We've had the British, say, and other nations, too many nations, too numerous to mention. Example, the cooperative living, educated community of London, several hundred miles away. We're here to spend the day with us 35 educators, which include religious educators. 35 educators and the most outstanding, they told me, they were the most outstanding students in Ghana, in that state, in that region. They were picked, in other words. They were picked to bring them here. And they picked this place out because of all they'd heard, of the beautiful achievements they'd heard. And they didn't have to give advance notice. We didn't even know they were coming. Because it's commonly known we don't require that. We don't make any such requirement. But to the people in Guyana, you want to qualify that because they can use that to anybody here in Guyana, to our fellow Guyanese, and the local, and yeah, it's complicated. But if you don't watch it, you open your goddamn door to bring any fucker in here you want to. They dropped in unannounced. If they drop, who'd you keep it? Who keep it unannounced? That's the safest thing. Just keep it there. That's right. Our medical department is known for the wide answers. Say even media have. I would say even media. Yes. You have exactly 23 minutes for rehearsal time. Living wonderful, productive, joyous in life, free from the pitfalls of inner city environments. And they hope that people of conscience and goodwill in the United States will rise up in indignation about the attempts to destroy our community. We're tired of seeing people trying to develop alternatives, build as you've seen right around you happen in the Bay Area with other groups than ourselves. It's right after cases brought down. Here in Guyana, we prevail. And decaying inner cities of America, the decaying inner cities of advanced Western civilization or something, that throws them off a little bit. Some who were not in such desperate circumstances also come to join us and bill. And say many who were not in such desperate circumstances come to join us and bill. Because now this is the thing, because of the beautiful environment, ideal weather, and the scenic environment, and the challenge to serve. But be sure to put the ideal climate. The vast majority of our members have elected to remain in the United States and the environment, and are perfectly free to do so. Yes. Integrity of our community, and our do this if necessary with our lives. And obviously, if it was necessary, with our lives, as Patrick Henry said, give me liberty to put to death. Something. Yeah, but it's a fucking strong word. It's possible. Statement of death, though, maybe the only thing gets printed. That's the only thing that bothers me. I debate this because I would tend to lean his way.
They'll chop that off as being our own.
And always have been like cows, rather.
Jones Group going to die.
Nothing to do about it anyway. Any court case we got now is too late. By your own courts. We can give you documented cases of rehabilitated lives who've been studied by local authorities who came from your own, who was sent here by your own courts. Shift, please. I don't know who can read. Who is the best reader in your opinion in the place? Or somebody used to radio. I'm the best experienced, but no, my voice is not. Tom Grubbs. You got to take direction from me every step of the way. You have to be accustomed to me on the radio. Ingram, I think there's a point. We'll see what he does. He's got a little time. Because I think it'd be a nice thing. Here's one of our black brothers, our professor. It'd be nice if a professor did it. Professor Trop. Well, here, you could be professor. I am Professor Trop, teaching here in the school system. That's good. See how he does it. See how it try. Ingram is good, but your title would sound impressive. All right. I'll leave you for a moment to your own discussions, but what else is it? What is it, Comrade Cole? Your senior, I won't hold you there.
I understand you say I was fucking leave you.
Did I understand that you want to discuss with me?
I That's dead, did
You're
I?
a senior. I love you. Why don't you quit while you're ahead? You got no problem. You got no problem. You're not going anywhere, are you? Are you? You're not going anywhere, are you, comrade? You're not going anywhere, are you? Okay, well then what's the point of you getting up here talking about that? We're not talking about that. What's that? You misunderstood. Thank you. Maybe that's fine. It isn't important what you understand. It's important what I understand. Somebody put that in your note too to see what you got out of that. Okay, you got an 7.5 hour or whatever stupid shit. Fuck. Now, what else did you get out of it?
Also got
Now, I bet you there'd be 80% of the males that stand up, you'd have the same goddamn difficulty with it. And a host of the females. I don't know, it'd be almost neck and neck.
You talked about how time it when you was with that you had to do this to I can't remember her name.
You can't remember.
I can't recall her name.
Who?
Grace. Where you had.
Well, I think you know about Grace, and that we've been over this about 84 times in all these white nights.
Yes. I know her, but
What's the matter? Who's doing the talking? Security, you will stop this. You're going to have to get more security on the floor. We have 2 people, not enough anyway. I can tell you it's not enough. People don't be good because Father's good. They're good because of learning. Psychological boxes. Oh shit! Tell me why you're attracted to him. He don't know. He don't know what's going on. Tell me why you're. Whatever got you attracted to him in the first place? Well, that's what I'd do. I'd tell a sister to lose some weight and go after her. You're a nice looking woman. All you need is just lose a little weight and you'll be just right. I mean, Dr. Shack might be interested, maybe. All this shit he's seen, maybe.
I don't think I'm not worth it. That's also.
What's that?
I feel that I'm not worth, having a relationship with Dr. Shack. I mean, cause.
You're not worth of having a relationship with Dr. Shack?
I'm not. I mean, for real, because. I just feel that I don't.
Now that's what's got you into trouble. Why in the hell would you think you're not worth a relationship? A black woman, trained from a good training, a background of education, culture, a beautiful woman physically. Why would you not think? Is this what you women do to yourself? You think you're no good, so you pick some son of a bitch that you don't think's worth a shit? Yeah.
Part of the system by some way, those two try to get together because Dr. Shack has such a kid and all this kind of stuff. I want to look
at What was you? Wait, honey. Lord Jesus, have mercy. You have to go to the radio room shaking when we get started. I dread that like a passion. Whoever feels confident. You think I feel confident to go over there and handle all that bunch of jackals? Those snakes, those white people on that press. That's when you do a good job, when you don't feel good about yourself. If you feel good about yourself, you'll make many errors, and then you'll make errors when you feel no good about yourself. Job be done. I gotta do it. But what originally did you get attracted to him for?
But for this reason only lasted for about 2 weeks. First of all, because he was black and he was going to college, maybe some kind of college out of Oakland, and he was, we just
He was going to college.
some kind.
And that's a shame, man. If you're going to college,
I don't know what kind
that's
of
a
college.
shame if you're going to college and you've got no more out of the news than you have.
I don't know what kind of college it was, but he was having some kind of economics class.
He was.
And we used to talk a lot about that. I don't know, but I mean that's my reason. And I
What did he talk
realized-
about? What he talked about economics to you?
Yes, the first 2 weeks before I moved so going with.
He talked about economics. What did he tell you about economics?
He was talking about some people in his class that they was trying to, they was interested in capitalism. I mean, we did a capitalist system of work and all this, and he was saying that only
That's as far as that went.
yes, sir.
He got that from the pulpit in San Francisco. I repeated that about 8 million times.
And it was some kind of
What college did you go to, Steve?
I was going to junior college.
How long did you go to it, son?
I don't know. I didn't go very long.
I said how long? Don't start no bullshit with me. How long? 1 day, 2 days, 3 weeks?
It was more or less right, 2 or 3 weeks.
That's what I thought.
Just
You dumbass bitches. You are